Only when I am doing this work, I realized how much has been stolen from us, Hindus, and how we have been brainwashed. We neither have scriptures nor have history. Hey, the way our ancestors lived, the history itself is a scripture. So, our Puranas, which is history and scripture, is called as a myth. All the mythology from different parts of the world is taught as a history in Indian education, and Hindu history and Hindu scriptures are called as mythology. Understand the fun. It's not funny, it's serious. All the bloody criminally instigating, inspiring myths from other parts of the world is taught as history, and Indian history, which is a scripture also, is dumped as a mythology. Ramayana and Mahabharata, which is Indian history and scripture, Hindu history and scripture, this is told as mythology. But all the other stupidity from everywhere, the invaders' mythologies are taught as a history to the Indian Hindu kids. That is the worst thing can happen to a Hindu kid. Worst thing which can be done to a Hindu kid is Macaulay education. If you are not educated in Macaulay education itself, you achieved 90% enlightenment. Only the remaining 10% I need to do. Because that education is not just education, it is extremely brainwashing with poison. So much of anti-life, life negative ideas, wrong heroism is inserted into you. Killers are worshipped as heroes, not contributors. When I studied what the modern day medical science is talking about digestion system, that is when I discovered, oh God, everything I learnt in Ayurveda and Siddha tradition is nicely stolen, repackaged, source denied. Source is not given the credibility or the credit. It is not even acknowledged. And after stealing, only few principles these guys are able to establish with some R&D, trial and error, all that, their own systems. After that, there are thousands of revelations. They did not even have time or energy to do the researches and studies and establish it scientifically. They just published everything as if it is their revelations or their conclusions, their analysis or their rational analysis and conclusions without even acknowledging the source. That is when I understood, oh God, எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு மண்டை மேல இருக்க கொண்டைய மறைக்கலையாடா பைத்தியங்களா. You have stolen everything but could not even hide from the source you have stolen. And these fools are continuously teaching us all the Vedic scriptures are just 4,000, 5,000 years old. Hey, even that volume, the Vedas, Agamas, Puranas, all put together, that volume, for that level of poetry to be written, even if 10 million people are full time doing, it takes one yuga, few thousand years. Even the poetry, that volume poetry cannot be written. I want all of you to know the kind of the lies we have been told by the anti-Hindus about Hinduism and the extreme brainwashing we went through. You will get out of it only if you read the Hindu scriptures by yourself directly. Otherwise, how much ever I try to convince, you will not be able to be convinced.